Well, hello and welcome to Tudor Careers Advice with me, Dr. Wendy. So you want to be a royal physician? Well, I am the doctor to Henry VIII, to Edward VI, and to Mary. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how I got where I am today, what my job involves, and give you some idea of some of the qualities that you will need to succeed as a doctor. Now, did I always want to be a physician? Well, no, actually. One day when I was about 5 or 6, a travelling band of minstrels came to our village, and I was so excited. I was obsessed with them. They put on displays, they danced, they did jigs, they performed plays, they recited poetry. They even had a little performing monkey that blew soap bubbles and did somersaults. Now, these performers were flamboyant and unusual and so expressive. Their clothes were gaudy, and they took my breath away. So I told my father, I want to be an actor. So he told me, you've pronounced it wrong, it's doctor, and he packed me off to Cambridge. Oddly, my sister has a similar anecdote about wanting to be a Protestant, but that one didn't work out quite as well. So anyway, I loved Cambridge. I found my studies very interesting, but I knew that I wanted some drama in my life. So when I finished my first degree, I went abroad to Ferrara to do my master's, and nobody laughed at my name in Italy. Oh, Ferrara. It was wonderful. The city was one of the main artistic hubs of Europe. And honestly, if you're sat in a wine bar with a nice glass of Chianti and a plate of capicelli di zucca, that's like a pumpkin pasta, there'll be painters on your left and poets on your right, and the Italians, they're so ciao, bella. But I had to come back. To my whole family's delight, I was appointed to be physician to King Henry. Now, he knew of my studies, and at the interview, I talked to him about sculptors and performance poetry. He's a bit of a singer-songwriter, actually, himself, and he played me some of his stuff, which I totally dug. And, well, I've been working for him ever since. You see, around here at the Tudor court, it's not so much about getting a job, it's about keeping one and keeping your various incomes and estates, and let's face it, keeping the body parts that you might want to hang on to. So what does a physician actually do, you might ask? Well, on one level, and I don't like to brag, we do represent the creme de la creme of the British medical establishment. We are appointed on a personal basis to keep our patient well, and if he gets unwell, we call in somebody else, and maybe an apothecary, a herbalist possibly, or if something needs pulling out or cutting off, a barber surgeon. And we'd like to keep up with all the medical essentials, so I have at my fingertips a theology, astrology, cosmology, alchemy, a general magic, of course, with expertise gleaned from all the local and latest medical experts from Hippocrates, Galen, so on. And I combine these with my political nous, so that means that we are able to provide our royal patient with the best advice possible. Very important. Now, in return, we are rewarded handsomely. Henry gave me the manor of Hasingfield, and of course it's lovely, and I get also the bouche of court, which means that I get free food and drink at the palace. Now that's really worth having. The waffles are amazing, let me tell you. Now, finally, what qualities do you need to have such an exalted career? Well, you need to be a man, obviously, and you need to be rich, but you must study hard. The reading, the lectures, the disputations, the medical rounds, they work medical students extremely hard, but it's worth it. Oh, it's worth it. Medicine's a profession that people will always need, and if you're a people person, it's a fascinating way of making a living. You'll need physical stamina because court days are long. They're as long as the corridors. And you'll be on your feet a lot. So mental stamina, very important too. You have to memorize all the different parts of the body, the ailments, the cures, the remedies. And also you have to have empathy and a creative way of thinking about things. And you need to be able to express yourself clearly and make yourself heard and understood. Lastly, when drama at court does arise, like the time when Henry told me of his plot to arrest Catherine Parr, you have to be able to improvise. That my head is still attached to its shoulders is testament to my skill in that department. In other words, if you want to be a physician, you also have to be a great actor.